drop.
Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome to the Nerd Bar. I am Cincy Nerd and this is a big freaking toy haul. So my toy hauls are probably, hopefully, going to be slowing down tremendously very soon because we are going to be moving to another state. So I'm going to be focusing a lot less on toy purchases and focusing more so on packing this stuff up and getting it down to our new location in Texas. So this might be one of my last big toy hauls for a little while. I'm still going to be producing videos for YouTube. I'll probably be focusing more so on showcases and showing you some stuff that you probably haven't seen before in my videos, probably right before I pack it up and put it into a box. But this is quite a large toy haul, as you can see here. We've got some Marvel Legends, we've got some Star Wars Black Series, we've got some Transformers Studio Series, we've even got a Power Ranger figure here. I also have some other stuff that I purchased, like a Blu-ray, a video game, and some t-shirts. So here we go. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stuff I picked up. Alright, so starting with the Transformers Studio Series, I am pretty much picking up this entire series now. I kind of had a resurgence of interest in the Transformers Michael Bay movies. I don't know why, but I started watching them again and I started feeling a little nostalgic, considering that the first Transformers movie I think came out in 2008, so it's been a decade. I know that the dialogue is terrible at times, but I really enjoy the action in the movies and I really enjoy the transformations. Let me show you the ones that I picked up. I picked up the Studio Series. This is a Voyager class Ironhide from the first Transformers movie. So very cool there. I'm not even sure if I'm going to take these out of box because all of these are already in box. These might just go into another box, which is going to be loaded into a moving truck. But picked up this Ironhide. Really happy with that one. Picked this one up too. I wasn't really too thrilled with this movie or with this figure itself, but it was part of a sale at Meijer. It was buy one, get one half off, and I was already getting another one, so I figured might as well. I don't want to regret not getting it later, so I picked up this. It was a World War II Bumblebee from, what was the name of that movie? The Last Night. The last movie in the Michael Bay franchise, which was terrible in my opinion. But I got the Last Night Bumblebee. It's a green Bumblebee. He's got the big hammer there. And then he turns into this vehicle here. So, again, I wasn't really too keen on picking this one up, but it was half price, so couldn't pass it up. Too good of a deal. And again, I didn't want to regret not picking it up later. So, I got that one. And then I got one of the Dreads from Dark of the Moon. I absolutely love the scene in Dark of the Moon on the highway when the two big SUVs are behind the Autobots and they transform and they're just freaking wreaking havoc on that highway, flipping cars over and just running on that highway after the Autobots. It's just such a cool scene. I just love that scene. The Autobots sideswipe Bumblebee. They're like flipping around and like doing mid-transformations in the air and then flipping back in the car. It's just such a cool action scene. Again, Dark of the Moon, probably not everyone's favorite movie. I really like that movie. I really like Shockwave in the beginning. There's just a ton of great action scenes. Anyway, I got Crowbar. So there's one of the Dreads. And then that standoff with Ironhide and Sideswipe and then the two Dreads. Speaking of which, here's the other Dread that I picked up. So here is Crankcase. So I got both of them. And you can see the difference. I think it's the same mold, but a different paint. So you can see that Crankcase has more gold in him. The Dreads themselves, like the like robotic dreadlocks that they have on their heads, are different as well. Let me show you the difference here. So there is Crankcase. He's got the gold dreads. And then there is Crowbar. His are like silver. But I really like these guys. I thought it was such an awesome scene. So got the two Dreads. There is a third one, but it's not part of Studio Series. I think it was whatever the last movie series that came out was, they made the other Dread, and I cannot remember his name. Alright, and then I got this one here. This one was on clearance, I believe, at Target. I got this one for a good deal. This is Grimlock. So here you go. This is Leader Class Grimlock. Again, I wasn't a huge fan of the last two Transformers movies. I actually really like the first three. I like the first Transformers movie. I like Revenge of the Fallen. A lot of people hate that movie, but I like that one. And then I like Dark of the Moon. The last two with Mark Wahlberg, I wasn't a huge fan of. I thought it was a cool scene at the end when the Dinobots are running through, was it Shanghai or something? But there is Grimlock. And then one more leader class, but this is the Megatron from Dark of the Moon, where he had that big canopy on him. It does have soft goods right there, soft goods canopy. And then it comes with one of these little dudes that's like picking at his head and trying to eat his head. But really, really cool Megatron there. He comes with that big shotgun. And he transforms into the big, what is that, a tanker truck or something? But he looks very, very awesome. What sucks is the fact that, again, I don't think I'm going to be able to open these out of a box, and I'm probably just going to put these in another box. And it sucks that I'm going to have to wait literally like 3 months to open these things up. But when I do get down there to Texas in the new house, it'll be fun opening up these boxes and remembering, oh crap, I have unopened figures to display and open up and whatnot. So that'll be a bonus. But there are my Transformers Studio Series pickups. Let's get to the Star Wars Black Series stuff now. Alright, I picked up 4 different figures from Star Wars Black Series, 2 of which are prequel related, and then 2 of which are solo movie related. So, if you've been watching my videos, you'll know that I'm trying to pick up all of the characters from the solo movie. I just really like that movie. I tend to like a lot of movies that people don't like, and Solo is one of those. I know some people didn't even see it because they were upset about Last Jedi, but I really like the Solo movie, and I really, really liked Chewbacca in it, so I picked up the Target exclusive Chewbacca from Solo. I like how he has the goggles and that gun there, and then his bandolier looks different. It's like a Y-shaped instead of just that one there. But got Chewbacca. The other one from the Solo movie that I picked up is Moloch. So I got this one right here. This is also a Target exclusive. These are both on sale. So I got this one, I don't know, for like $18 or something. I forgot how much I paid for Chewbacca, but it was cheap. Very, very cool scene on Corellia to start the movie. The first 3/4 of that movie, I really, really enjoy Solo, especially the train scene, the whole scene on Mimban with the war and whatnot, and then the opening scene as well on Corellia. But there is Moloch. And then the 2 that I got from the prequels are a battle droid. When I was at Star Wars Celebration, if you watched that video, if you haven't watched that video, check it out. But my video from Star Wars Celebration, I was at the Hasbro booth, and they had like cubes, display cubes, with figures from each of the movies. And they had a Phantom Menace setup. They also had an Attack of the Clones setup. And I think the battle droids were in the Revenge of the Sith setup too, if I remember correctly. But they had a ton of battle droids, and they just looked really, really good together, built as an army. So this is my first battle droid here. I will probably army build these. Anytime I see these, I will pick them up, especially if they're on sale. But there's my first battle droid. And then the other character from the prequels, this was a must-have as soon as I saw this one. And this one is pretty much impossible to find in a store. I still have never seen it in a store. I got this one from Comics to Games. I saw that they got these in stock, and I asked them to put one on hold for me. But it is Mace Windu. So there's Sam Jackson, Mace Windu. I think he looks fantastic. These new Black Series with the new face scans, these are the reason I am not dabbling into SH Figuarts. I know SH Figuarts used to be like the gold standard for Star Wars, like 6-inch scale figures, but these new Black Series figures are absolutely fantastic. I am really looking forward to that new Yoda that is coming out, the Archive Yoda. The new Anakin looks pretty good too, but that Yoda blew me away at the Hasbro booth at Celebration. Very, very cool. Very happy that I picked up the Mace Windu. But those are my Star Wars Black Series pickups. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Legends that I picked up. Alright, before I get to the Marvel Legends figures, I did pick up one of these new Hasbro Power Rangers figures. And this dude is awesome, and he's like one of the main villains. And I've tried to collect like the main villain from all these different properties, from cartoons and comic books and whatnot, and TV shows. So this is Lord Zed. I picked up the Lord Zed. I just think he looks great. The White Ranger also looks really, really good. The Jason David Frank face sculpt looks fantastic. And I'm actually thinking about picking that one up too. But as soon as I saw this one, and I saw how detailed it looked, and I saw like the tubes and stuff, I just thought it was so cool I had to pick it up. So I picked up the Zed. And I thought about doing a shelf when I get to the new house of just villains, of like bad guys from, you know, cartoons like Skeletor, Mumra, Lord Zed, Cobra Commander, Megatron. Just have like the main bad guy from all these different cartoons and properties. I thought that would be pretty cool. Alright, so the rest of these, I think I got all of these at Target. And let me get started with the 2-pack. So I did pick up one of the Avengers 2-packs. It's the Hawkeye and Black Widow. It is not screen accurate because at the time of me filming this, I have already seen Avengers Endgame. I'm not going to say a whole lot about it other than the fact that I freaking loved it. I thought it was an amazing movie. I thought it was a great, great, great end to a 22 movie arc over the last 11 years. Just amazing. And that's all I'll say about it, other than the fact that these are not screen accurate, but I still kind of like the way they look. I think these are based on original concept art, and it wouldn't be the first time that Hasbro gave us a figure that didn't look like it looked in the movie. Cull Obsidian, for one. That Build-A-Figure looks nothing like he does in the movie. That's like the comic book look, or at least the concept art look. And in the movie, obviously, these suits are more white or gray than they are silver. But there you go. I picked up this 2-pack. I just really like the face sculpt on the Hawkeye and the Black Widow. So very, very cool. Got the 2-pack. This is a Target exclusive. I'm still looking for the Corvus Glaive and Loki 2-pack from Walmart. I never saw that one in my stores. Hopefully the Walmarts that I frequent will restock that 2-pack and I'll be able to pick up that one. But I did pick up this one from Target. This one right here was kind of a mystery find. I'm not sure why I found this. It was sitting all by itself on the end cap for clearance. And here it is right here. It's the Thor SIF. This was on clearance. I'm not sure why it was the only one that was left, but it was 10 bucks. So I did not hesitate. I picked this one up immediately. $10 for this 2-pack is a freaking awesome deal, even though that looks nothing like Chris Hemsworth. This one actually looks a lot like what's her name that played Sif. But yeah, that's not a very good Chris Hemsworth face sculpt, but I still picked it up. And then I found this one at Target as well. When I approached the action figure aisle, I saw that they had the Deadpool and the Scooter. And they had 2 of those, and I looked in the very, very back behind those 2, and I found this one right here. Professor Xavier in his hover chair. This looks amazing. X-Men is the comic book that really drew me into comic books and made me into a comic book collector. It was 1988. X-Men 238 caught my eye at a dart drug store, which used to be a thing. I think Target actually bought them up. But I saw it on a spinner rack, X-Men 238. The X-Men were in Genosha. From there, I mean, I was hooked. And then I was a regular comic book collector, and I did the math on this. I've been a regular comic book collector since 1988, so it's been over 30 years, every single week. Ever since I got that X-Men, every single week I have bought new comic books off a spinner rack, off a shelf, from a comic book store. And I did the math at 52 weeks a year. That is 1,560 consecutive weekly trips to a comic book store. So yeah, I'm a huge comic book nerd. The X-Men is kind of what brought me in. There's Professor X. He's awesome. A lot of people are big X-Men fans because of the movies. A lot of people are X-Men fans because of the cartoon. For me, it was the comic books. That's what kind of drew me in and made me a huge fan of the X-Men. So very, very absolutely happy to pick up this. Alright, and the rest of these Marvel Legends figures are all part of a single wave. I've been picking these up because I'm trying to Build-A-Figure. There's 2 figures in this wave that I really, really, really wanted, and I picked those 2 up. And the rest, it's just to Build-A-Figure. And I know the Build-A-Figure has some drawbacks. I know that he doesn't have ankle pivot. I know that he doesn't have a waist swivel. But he looks amazing, and that's the reason I really want to build it. It is the brand new Thanos wave from Avengers Endgame. And here's the first one. This is Citizen V. For those that don't know, this is Baron Zemo. He actually joined the Thunderbolts, and he took on a new identity, kind of a red, white, and blue persona, and became this guy, Citizen V. So, very, very cool. He comes with Thanos' leg. This guy right here, I'm not extremely aware of. Again, I've been a comic book collector for over 31 years, but I was not really into Squadron Sinister or the Defenders. Again, I was more of an X-Men guy, Spider-Man guy, Avengers guy. But here is Nighthawk. And there you go. He's got little claws on his hands. He's got a big weird looking cape that sits up real high. But he comes with Thanos' arm, so that's why I picked him up. Alright, next figure that I picked up is another guy that I'm not too extremely familiar with. This is Living Laser, and I don't even know who he's a villain of. I think I've seen him a couple times, but he's such an obscure, like, D-list villain. I don't know if, is he a villain or is he a good guy? I don't even know. They just put in some super, super obscure characters into Marvel Legends now, and you have to, I mean, he comes with a freaking torso. So I gotta buy this figure. I mean, it looks cool. He's got translucent plastic, and I'm a sucker for translucent plastic. I mean, it's a cool looking figure, but who the frick is Living Laser? And I know that there's probably comic book nerds out there right now that are like bigger comic book nerds than me. They're like, how do you not know who Living Laser is? I don't freaking know who Living Laser is. I'm not ashamed to admit that. I don't know who freaking Living Laser is, but hey, torso. So I picked him up. I'm not hating on Living Laser. I'm just saying, who the frick is he? All right, and then the last two here are the ones that I really, really, really wanted from this wave, including this one. This is probably the one that I wanted the absolute most because he's a freaking boss. This guy's awesome. He's a badass, and he looks like Squidward, and his name's Ebony Maw. So this was the one that I wanted the absolute most. He just looks awesome. And it comes with Thanos' legs, so, you know, there you go. But I definitely needed him for my MCU shelf, and I'm so absolutely happy to pick him up. Look at him. Squidward! Really freaking cool right there. And then the other one, this is my second most wanted figure from this wave, and this guy's a badass. I remember reading this guy in the comic books, and I was like, who the hell is this guy? And then they revealed it later on, but he's awesome in Avengers Endgame, and he is Ronin. So there is Ronin, right there. And he comes with Thanos' arm with the Infinity Gauntlet on. Comes with a different hand to throw some throwing stars. Comes with a couple swords. He's badass. And there is Ronin, right there. The mysterious Ronin. So yeah, these are the two that I really, really wanted right here. The rest is extra so that I can build this Thanos. And yes, I know what you're saying. You're missing one. And I know I am missing the Hercules. I still have not found the Hercules. It's the only one that I could not find at retail. I think Comic Schemes might have one. So hopefully they have one next time I go there and I can pick up Hercules. And then I can get that head because he comes with the helmeted head of Thanos. He's also a very, very cool looking figure. I think he's probably the best looking comic figure from these right here, but he looks awesome. So hopefully I can score that Hercules and build my Thanos. Those are all the figures. These are all the figures that I purchased. It's a big ass pile of figures, and it's sadly gonna go all in probably in a big cardboard box to be shipped, and it makes me sad. But that's not the end of this video. I actually have a few more things to show you that I picked up. I know that this one was a very, very, very highly anticipated video game, and I did pick up Mortal Kombat right there for PS4. So very, very happy to pick up Mortal Kombat. This thing looks awesome. I have not played it yet. I put the disc in and installed it right before I started recording this, so I will be playing Mortal Kombat very, very soon. Really looking forward to it. Hopefully the fatalities are very, very awesome and cinematic and cool looking. But I got Mortal Kombat. And then I also picked up a Blu-ray. This is a Steelbook Blu-ray. This is a Best Buy exclusive Steelbook. And it is the Dragon Ball Z Broly movie. So I have seen, I think it's like the first half or like the first 3/4 of this movie. I still don't know what happens at the end. So I need to pop this in, watch it from the beginning. When I did see the first half or 3/4, I loved the movie. So I definitely need to finish it. I'm really looking forward to it. So got the Broly movie. And then I also picked up some t-shirts. So I have 4 t-shirts here to show you. These are all like kind of novelty tees. And I really am proud of my t-shirt collection. I love t-shirts. So I figured, why the hell not? I'll show you guys what I got. This first one is a Legion of Doom, Hall of Doom t-shirt. So pretty freaking awesome there. This is Graffiti graphics. I got this one, I think, at Queen City Comics in Fairfield, right next to Toy Department. So I got that one, Hall of Doom. Very awesome. I always thought that the Hall... Oh, I didn't even know that it said something on the back. It says hench. I had no idea it had something on the back until just now. Hench. That's kind of strange. I guess for henchmen. But, yeah, there you go. So I got the Hall of Doom. I always thought when I watched Super Friends that it kind of looked like Darth Vader's head a little bit. Right there. So, got that one. And then I got this one right here at Target. This was... This store used to be like my Friday night. When I was younger, when I was a kid, we would go to the store, pick out a movie, get some Twizzlers, get some candy. It was awesome. And it makes me sad that these are no longer in existence. I think there's only one left, and it's like in Oregon or Washington. But hell yes, make it a Blockbuster night. I know I'm a nerd for buying this, but so many fond memories of Blockbuster and going to Blockbuster like every Friday night, Saturday night. Even when Miss Cincy and I first met and we would, you know, get a movie and stuff before like Netflix, we just go to Blockbuster and we'd pick out a movie and we'd go back and watch it. So just a lot of memories of Blockbuster Video. Very, very cool. I miss Blockbuster. I miss Toys R Us. I miss all these great stores. Sucks. It sucks that online commerce is as popular as it is, because it's killing all these stores that we love. All right, so these next two, I think I got these both from Ripped Apparel. I follow dayoftheshirt.com, and Day of the Shirt kind of shows you all the different daily shirt websites you could buy that they only offer the shirt like one time daily, and it's cheap that one day, and then they might offer it again later on, but it's more expensive. So I follow this site, and if I see one that I really like, then I go ahead and buy it. But I think these two are from Ripped Apparel. This first one is a mashup of an old NES video game that I absolutely loved called Castlevania, and a action figure line and cartoon that I absolutely love called He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. So here you go. Mastervania. I thought that was really cool. I think Craig, not another retro channel, shared this link and showed me this one, and I bought it. So there is Skeletor, Grayskull, and there's He-Man, and it kind of looks like the old cover for Castlevania. So very, very awesome. I think it was Craig that made me aware of this one. So thank you, Craig, if you're watching, for giving me the heads up on that shirt. And then this one right here, this is just freaking awesome. So again, another video game tie-in, and it's actually the game that I actually purchased, Mortal Kombat. But here you go. It's a pop art Scorpion. It's got Sub-Zero. It's got Ermac. It's got Reptile. That's awesome. That's freaking cool. So there you go. It's for the ninjas there from Mortal Kombat. Very, very cool. So there you go, guys. That was probably, and this makes me very sad to say yet again, probably one of the final large toy hauls you're going to see from this space. From the Nerd Bar, from Cincinnati, from Ohio. We got our official orders. We are putting this house up for sale. We are going to be house hunting pretty hardcore down in Dallas, in the Dallas, Texas area. We are moving shop. We are relocating the family to Dallas, Texas. I am going to say goodbye to this area. I still have my diorama Nerd Bar right here to think about whenever I miss this place. But yeah, I'm going to frickin' miss this place. This place has been a big part of my life for the last 6.5 years. So hopefully the new space down in Texas is equally as cool as this one. But you're probably not going to see a whole lot of toy hauls on this channel, at least until like August or September. So gonna take a little break from buying a whole lot of stuff. If I do buy something that's gonna be really small, like a 3 3/4 inch G.I. Joe or a single figure, something like that. But what I will do is as I pack this stuff up, if it's something that I realize you guys haven't seen, I will show it to you in like a showcase video. So this channel will go on. It will continue on during this process. But I thank you all for joining me. Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. If you liked this video, if you liked my haul, if you like this place, the Nerd Bar, give a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Hey, I'm having fun doing this. Hopefully you're having fun watching it. But that's it for now. I will see you guys in the next video, whatever that is. If it's a trip somewhere, if it's a showcase, if it's a small pickup, I will see you guys. But thanks for joining me, and adios for now.